So, a few weeks ago, Anthropic released what they call the most powerful AI model they have ever made available to the public. 3 days later, the US government stepped in and shut it down. For everyone, globally. And just this week, it came back. Stay with us, we will walk you through the whole story in 5 minutes. Let's start with what this thing actually is. The model is called Claude Fable 5. It's made by Anthropic, the company behind Claude. Now, back in April, Anthropic revealed a model called Mythos, which was so capable at finding security flaws in software that they decided not to release it publicly. Instead, they gave it to companies like Apple, Microsoft, and Google to scan their own systems. That was Project Glasswing. Fable 5 is essentially the public version of that same technology. Same underlying model, but with safety guardrails layered on top so that regular users can actually access it without the cybersecurity risks. So what makes it special? Here is where it gets interesting. Fable 5 is state-of-the-art on nearly every benchmark Anthropic tested it against. It's the top-scoring model on Cursor Bench, which measures coding ability. It's the first model to hit 90% on Hex's analytics benchmark, and in one early test, Stripe used it to run a migration across 50 million lines of code in a single day. The task, the engineering team estimated, would have taken over 2 months by hand. It has a context window of 1 million tokens. That means it can hold roughly 700,000 words in a single conversation, and it can output up to 120,000 tokens in one response. For context, that's a short novel, but the real difference isn't just speed or scale, it's how it works. Fable 5 can operate autonomously for days. It plans across stages, delegates subtasks to smaller models, checks its own work, and keeps going. Think of it less like a chatbot you ask questions to, and more like a colleague you hand the project to. It also has strong vision capabilities. It can read charts, tables, and figures inside PDFs. It can look at a screenshot of a web application and reveal the code behind it. That alone opens up a lot of practical uses for businesses dealing with legacy systems or messy documentation. The short version: this is not a model you use to write a quick email. This is the model you bring in when the task is long, layered, and complex. So why did the government ban it? 3 days after launch, on June 12th, the US Commerce Department issued an emergency export control order on Fable 5. Here is what happened. A team of researchers at Amazon found a way to bypass the safety guardrails. They prompted the model in a way that got it to identify real software vulnerabilities. And in one case, it produced working code showing how to exploit one of those flaws. Now, Fable 5 was specifically designed to be good at understanding software. That's one of its strengths. But a model that's brilliant at finding security holes is brilliant regardless of who is using it. The government's concerns was that someone could use this offensively, not defensively. The export control order meant Anthropic had to block access for all foreign nationals. And because they had no way to verify nationality in real time, they had to shut the model down for everyone. It stayed offline for 18 days. So why is it back? 2 things changed. First, Anthropic ran the same jailbreak technique against a bunch of other models. Older models, less powerful models, including their own Opus 4.8, OpenAI's GPT 5.5, and several others. Every single one of them could do exactly the same thing. The vulnerability wasn't unique to Fable 5, it wasn't even new. Second, Anthropic built a new safety classifier specifically designed to block that technique. In testing, it catches it in over 99% of cases. When it does trigger, the request gets quietly rerouted to a less powerful model instead. With both of those results in hand, the Commerce Department lifted the export controls on June 30th. Fable 5 went back online globally on July 1st. One more thing worth knowing, the usage limits. Fable 5 is available right now if you are on a Pro, Max, Team or Enterprise Claude plan. But there's a catch. Through July 7th, it's included for up to 50% of your weekly usage. After that, it moves to usage credits, meaning you pay on top of your existing subscription to use it. If you are accessing it through the API, the pricing is $10 per million input tokens and $50 per million output tokens. That's double the price of the next model down. So the practical takeaway is this. Fable 5 is not your everyday model. It's a specialist. Use it when you have got a task that genuinely needs it, something complex, something long, something multi-step. For your normal day-to-day AI work, the standard models still do the job well. Save Fable 5 for the heavy lifting. If you want more stories like this, broken down in plain English every week, make sure you subscribe. And if you have already tried Fable 5, drop a comment and tell us what you used it for. I would love to hear it. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.